Every man walks through life with an identity, but most never learn what truly drives their behavior, their choices, or their destiny. Today, we break open the male socio-sexual hierarchy, the archetypes that shape men across the modern world: Alpha, Beta, Delta, Gamma, Omega, Sigma, and Zeta. This isn't about labels, it's about clarity. It's about understanding who you are, so you can evolve into who you're meant to become. Let's journey through the foundations of becoming a gentleman of distinction, where real men grow, evolve, and unlock their true potential. This channel is dedicated to helping you develop unshakable confidence, strength of character, and a masculine frame that demands respect. If you're ready to level up, let's build the man you're meant to be.
Have you ever wondered what kind of man you really are? Maybe you're the one who naturally takes charge when your friends are making plans. Or perhaps you're the guy who prefers to hang back and observe, quietly confident in your own skin. Or maybe you're the mysterious lone wolf, the one who's comfortable flying solo, charting your own course through life while others follow the crowd. Today we're diving deep into the world of male archetypes to help you discover which one fits you best. Are you ready to find out? Let's get started. All right, lads, let's settle the age-old debate. What exactly are these male archetypes and why do they matter? Don't worry, I'll break it down for you in a way that's easy to follow, and I promise we'll have a few laughs along the way. Let's kick things off with the alpha male. Alphas are the classic leaders, confident, outgoing, and often the main character in any room they walk into. They're the ones who step up, take charge, and inspire others to follow. Think James Bond, but with less explosions and more real-life charisma. They're not just about bravado. True alphas know how to motivate and support their crew too. Next up, we have the beta male. Betas are the laid-back, supportive types, the reliable best mates who always have your back. They're the glue that holds the group together, offering a listening ear and solid advice. They may not be the loudest in the room, but everyone loves having them around. They're loyal, trustworthy, and always ready to lend a hand. Now, let's talk about the delta male. Deltas are the hard-working, under-the-radar guys. They're the ones who put in the effort behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly without seeking the spotlight. Quiet achievers, they don't crave drama or attention. They just get things done and let their results speak for themselves. Moving on to the gamma males. Gammas are the intellectuals and dreamers of the group. They're curious, creative, and always exploring new ideas or diving into passion projects. Whether it's inventing something new or getting lost in a good book, gammas bring a unique perspective to every conversation. Sometimes they're a bit misunderstood, but they're always interesting and often the ones who inspire others to think differently. Now, let's meet the omega males. Omegas are the rebels, the rule breakers, and sometimes the outcasts. They don't fit into society's boxes and aren't afraid to stand out. Marching to their own beat, they're not fussed about what anyone thinks. They value freedom and authenticity above all else and often inspire others to do the same. Sometimes they're happiest on their own, doing things their way, and that's perfectly okay. Now let's talk about sigma males, perhaps the most mysterious of all. Sigmas are independent, self-sufficient, and cool without even trying. They don't need a crowd to validate them. They're comfortable in their own company. If Batman were real, he'd be a Sigma. They're strategic, resourceful, and often operate outside the usual social hierarchies. Finally, we have the Zeta males. Zetas completely reject traditional roles and carve their own path in life. They're the pioneers, the ones who say, "I'll do it my way," and actually mean it. Whether it's starting a business, creating art, or living off the grid, Zetas are all about forging their own destiny. So after hearing about all these archetypes, which one do you think you are? Or maybe you see a bit of yourself in more than one. Drop your answer in the comments below, and remember, no matter what label you identify with, the most important thing is to be true to yourself. That's the real mark of being a man: authenticity, confidence, and owning who you are. So which archetype are you? Let's hear it! Have you ever walked into a room and everyone just noticed? Noticed the way you stand, the way you talk, the vibe you give off. Be honest, do you wonder if you're the real thing or just playing at being a leader? Most men never realize whether they're the leader or just pretending to be. Here are 7 signs that silently scream you're an alpha male, and one at the end almost nobody ever develops. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. You don't chase respect, it just happens. You ever find yourself at a party, not even saying much, but people still ask for your opinion? Real alphas don't beg for attention, they command it. Fake alphas, they talk loud and hope someone listens. Think about it. Have you ever had others look to you even in silence? Sign number 2, you own your mistakes. One time I messed up a big project at work. Instead of making excuses, I said, "That's on me. Let's fix it." The room went quiet, then people actually stepped up to help. That's leadership. Fake alphas blame everyone but themselves. Can you admit when you're wrong? Sign number 3, pressure, you thrive under it. Think about that moment. Everyone's panicking, but you feel more focused. Real alphas don't run from the storm. They walk right through it. The pretenders, they fold. When chaos hits, are you the calm or the chaos? Sign number 4, you're the first to act, never just talk. How many times have you heard someone talk big but vanish when it's time to step up? I remember a fight broke out in a bar once. Everyone froze. I stepped in and broke it up. Action over words. Do you step up or stand back? Sign number 5, loyalty is your currency. You stick up for your people even when it's tough. Fake alphas cut and run when things get hard. Who do you protect always? Sign number 6, you don't just take, you give. The strongest men build others. Ever noticed real alphas lift the room and leave everyone better than they found them? Pretenders, they drain energy. Are you a builder or a breaker? Sign number 7, you walk your own path. Trends change, groups shift. But you know who you are. You don't need permission to be yourself. Fake alphas follow the crowd. Are you walking your path or someone else's? But here's the rarest trait. Almost no one talks about this. The true alpha can walk away. No drama, no explanation. He doesn't need validation. He is his own validation. Most men cling to approval. The real leader lets go. And that's why people follow. If you've recognized even 3 of these in yourself, you're already further ahead than 90% of men. So, are you on the path? Comment alpha rising below if you're leveling up. And share this with someone who thinks they are. Let's see who's really a gentleman of distinction. Forget everything you think you know about beta males. Seriously, wipe the slate clean. All those preconceived notions, the stereotypes, the internet memes, just let them go. This might just change your mind. We're about to dive deep into what it truly means to be a beta male, and I promise you it's not what you expect. Prepare for a paradigm shift. All right, let's set the record straight. It's time to dismantle some myths and redefine what it means to be a beta male in today's world. We are going to challenge the conventional wisdom. Beta males get a bad rap online. They're often the subject of ridicule and mischaracterization in online forums and social media, often painted as shy, passive, as if these traits are inherently negative. But is that really the whole story, or lacking confidence? The internet paints a picture of someone who's always second best, never quite measuring up. But here's the truth, the real unfiltered truth that you won't often find in those online echo chambers. Beta doesn't mean boring, it doesn't mean weak, it doesn't mean lacking in personality or drive. In fact, beta males are masters of, possess a unique set of skills that are often overlooked and undervalued: emotional intelligence, empathy, and collaboration. These are not weaknesses, they are superpowers in disguise. They are the glue that holds teams together. Unlike the loud, in-your-face alpha who often seeks to dominate and control, beta males play it cool. They don't need to shout to be heard. Their strength lies in their composure and thoughtful approach. They're the guys who listen before they speak, who take the time to understand different perspectives before offering their own, and who value teamwork over ego. They understand that true success comes from collaboration, not competition. In friendships and relationships, where genuine connection and understanding are paramount, this makes them loyal and supportive, the kind of people you can always count on to be there for you. Often the rock that others rely on. They provide stability and a sense of security in times of uncertainty, but don't mistake kindness for weakness. Their gentle nature doesn't mean they're pushovers. Beta males can set boundaries, they know their worth and aren't afraid to assert themselves when necessary, chase their goals with a quiet determination that often proves more effective than aggressive ambition, and even lead just in their own style. They lead by example, inspiring others through their actions and integrity. They're not shouting for attention. They don't need the spotlight to feel validated, but you'll notice when they're gone. Their absence is felt because of the valuable contributions they make. And guess what? This is where it gets really interesting. Studies show that qualities like the very traits that are often associated with beta males, empathy, adaptability, and self-awareness, are highly sought after and valued in various aspects of life. The beta strengths are actually incredibly powerful assets, are actually what people want most, are the qualities that people genuinely appreciate and admire in a friend or partner. People crave genuine connection and understanding, not just dominance and bravado. So next time you see someone who doesn't fit the stereotypical mold of the alpha male, living life a bit more quietly, perhaps lost in thought or simply observing the world around them, don't underestimate them. There's often a quiet strength and depth that lies beneath the surface. Being a beta male isn't about fading into the background. It's not about being invisible or insignificant. It's about playing a different game. It's about choosing a path that aligns with your values and strengths. And sometimes, when you choose to play by your own rules, that's exactly how you win. That's how you achieve true and lasting success. Stick around if you want to hear more, because we're just scratching the surface here about the surprising power of personality types and how understanding them can unlock your full potential, because we're just getting started. There's so much more to explore, so much more to learn, and so much more to discover about ourselves and the world around us. In the complex tapestry of personalities, we often hear about the dominant alpha or the supportive beta. But what about those who don't quite fit into those molds? Don't see yourself as the loud leader, always commanding attention, or the shy follower blending into the background. Maybe you're something different, something powerful, operating from a place of quiet strength. Perhaps you possess a unique blend of independence and competence. Take this quick test and discover your true type. It's time to uncover the potential Delta male within you. All right, listen up. We're about to dive deep into the characteristics that define a Delta male. The Delta male is the underrated, the individual who often flies under the radar, often overlooked in social settings, but possesses a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. Not a show-off, someone who seeks validation through external praise or attention, and certainly not a pushover. They stand their ground, but with a subtle strength. So, are you one? Do you resonate with these traits? Here's a rapid-fire test. Tally your yeses as we go. This will help you determine if you align with the Delta male personality. Question 1. Do you prefer to keep your achievements private, celebrating your wins internally rather than announcing them to the world through boastful social media posts or seeking public accolades? That's 1 point for Delta. You value personal satisfaction over external recognition. Question 2. When faced with drama, whether it's in the workplace or within your social circle, do you distance yourself instead of getting involved, preferring to observe from afar rather than becoming entangled in the chaos? Another Delta trait, you prioritize peace and avoid unnecessary conflict. 3. Are you self-sufficient and rarely rely on others, preferring to handle tasks and challenges independently, to solve your problems, trusting in your own abilities and resourcefulness to navigate obstacles? That's classic Delta. Self-reliance is a cornerstone of the Delta male personality. 4. Do you value loyalty above all else but keep your circle small, carefully selecting those you trust and confide in? If yes, you're scoring high. Quality over quantity is your motto when it comes to relationships. 5. When someone underestimates you, perhaps dismissing your abilities or potential, do you use it as secret fuel to succeed, channeling that doubt into motivation to prove them wrong through your actions? Big Delta energy, you thrive on quiet determination and inner strength. Last one. Do you avoid the spotlight, shying away from attention and public recognition, but still quietly get things done, consistently delivering results without seeking praise or validation? That's the Delta way. Your actions speak louder than words. Now, count your yeses. Take a moment to reflect on how many questions resonated with you. If you got 4 or more, if the majority of these traits align with your personality, congratulations, you're probably a Delta male. Embrace your unique strengths and quiet power. You don't crave attention. You're not driven by the need for external validation. You just make moves in silence, letting your accomplishments speak for themselves. Alphas get the spotlight, basking in the glow of public admiration, but Deltas get the job done, quietly and efficiently achieving their goals. Share your score in the comments below. We're eager to hear your results and insights, and tag a friend who needs to see this. Help them discover their own personality type. Want more tests like this? Hit follow for more personality quizzes and insights. Stay low-key, stay winning. Embrace your Delta male nature and continue achieving greatness in your own way. Hold on just a second before you click away. Something important has caught your eye, and for good reason. You might actually be a gamma male, a personality type that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful. And the thing is, you probably don't even realize it. You might be going through life not fully understanding your own strengths and tendencies. All right, let's dive into the world of gamma males and uncover what makes them so unique. Not alpha, the assertive, dominant leader. Not beta, the supportive, team-oriented follower. Not omega, the independent, often detached individual. Gamma, a category all its own. Are you the quiet strategist in the group? The one who observes and analyzes before acting? The one who's fiercely independent, preferring to forge your own path? Curious, always seeking knowledge and understanding, and maybe just a bit mysterious, keeping your cards close to your chest? If so, stick around. This is for you. You're going to want to hear this because it might just change how you see yourself. Here's a rapid-fire test, a quick series of questions designed to help you identify your potential gamma traits, to see if you're a gamma male. So are you ready to unlock a new understanding of yourself? 1. Do you value intelligence and knowledge over status symbols and material possessions? 2. Are you more of a problem solver, someone who enjoys tackling challenges than a show-off, someone who seeks attention and validation? 3. Do you chase your own passions, dedicating time and energy to what truly excites you, instead of blindly following the crowd and conforming to societal expectations? 4. Are you empathetic, able to understand and share the feelings of others, but also fiercely independent, valuing your autonomy and self-reliance? 5. Do you often fly under the radar, preferring to observe and analyze from a distance, but surprise people with your insightful observations and unique perspectives when you do speak up? If you answered yes to at least 3 of these questions, then congratulations. You just might be a gamma male. But what does that actually mean in the grand scheme of things? Gamma males are often the wild cards, the unpredictable elements in any social dynamic. We don't easily fit into the standard boxes and labels that society tries to impose. We're clever, adaptable, able to navigate complex situations with ease, and possess a quiet, understated confidence. People might initially underestimate you, overlooking your potential and capabilities, until you step up and take the lead in your own unique and unconventional way. So, did you pass the test and embrace your inner gamma? Drop your score in the comments below. Let's see how many gammas we have in the audience. And don't forget to tag a friend who you think needs to see this and might also be a gamma male. Remember, there's so much more to personality than just the traditional alpha or beta classifications. The spectrum is vast and diverse, and gamma males represent a vital and often misunderstood part of that spectrum. Gamma males, it's time to rise up and embrace your unique strengths and perspectives, because you're often the secret sauce, the essential ingredient that makes every group dynamic truly special and effective. Follow for more quick tests, insightful personality analyses, and personality deep dives that will help you better understand yourself and the world around you. If you've ever felt like you don't quite resonate with the typical alpha or beta male stereotypes, if you've ever felt like those labels just don't quite capture who you are, then this video is definitely for you. We're diving deep into a different kind of personality today. Ready to discover a side of yourself you might not know yet? A side that values independence, authenticity, and a quiet strength? We're about to explore the fascinating world of the Omega male. Let's get into it. We're going to unpack what it truly means to be an Omega male and how this personality type navigates the world in their own unique way. All right, here's the deal. We're not talking about some kind of social hierarchy here. Forget the outdated notions of dominance and submission. The Omega male isn't about being last. It's not about being at the bottom of some imaginary pecking order. It's about something far more profound and self-directed. It's about carving your own path, forging your own destiny, and refusing to be confined by societal expectations, being independent and not needing the crowd's approval. It's about having the self-assurance to stand alone, to think for yourself, and to live life on your own terms. Think of Ryan Gosling in Drive, that quiet, understated cool. Or Keanu Reeves in real life, quiet confidence, no drama. They embody a sense of inner peace and self-reliance that's incredibly appealing. So, do you have Omega traits? Are you starting to see some of these qualities in yourself? Here's a quick test. Keep track of your answers. Grab a pen and paper or just use your mental notepad. Number 1, when everyone's following a trend, are you the guy doing your own thing? Do you resist the urge to conform even when it means standing out from the crowd? That's an Omega move, a true sign of someone who values individuality and self-expression. Number 2, do you prefer deep conversations over small talk? Are you more interested in exploring meaningful topics than engaging in superficial chatter? Omegas value quality over quantity. They seek out genuine connections and enriching experiences, rather than fleeting moments of popularity. Number 3, are you comfortable being alone, not lonely, but truly content with your own company? Do you find solace and rejuvenation in solitude? Number 4, when faced with drama, do you walk away instead of joining in? Do you prefer to avoid conflict and maintain your inner peace? Classic Omega energy, a sign of someone who prioritizes their own well-being and refuses to be drawn into unnecessary negativity. Number 5, do you rarely care what others think about your choices, style, or opinions? Are you confident in your own skin, regardless of external validation? All right, count up your yes answers. Tally them up and let's see what your score reveals. If you got 3 or more, you're rocking serious Omega male vibes. Congratulations, you've embraced your authentic self. You're independent, low-key, and you don't follow the crowd. You value your freedom and autonomy above all else. That's rare, and honestly, pretty cool. It's a testament to your strength of character and your unwavering commitment to being true to yourself. Still curious? Want to delve even deeper into the Omega male personality? Drop your score in the comments and let's see how many Omegas are out there. Share your experiences and connect with others who resonate with this unique personality type. And hit follow for more personality deep dives. We'll be exploring other fascinating aspects of human behavior in future videos. Who knows? You might just discover your inner wolf. Embrace your individuality, celebrate your unique qualities, and live life on your own terms.
If you're the kind of person who marches to the beat of your own drum, someone who values their independence and carves their own path, then you might just be a Sigma male, a rare breed of individual who operates outside the conventional social hierarchy. Let's find out why. Let's delve into the characteristics that define a Sigma male and see if they resonate with you. Trait 1. Lone wolf confidence. It's about being self-assured and comfortable in your own skin regardless of external validation. Imagine this, everyone's at the party, caught up in the social whirlwind, but you're out conquering your own mountain, pursuing your goals with unwavering focus and determination. Independence without isolation. You value your alone time, but you're not afraid to engage with the world on your own terms. You don't need the crowd. Their approval or validation isn't necessary for your self-worth, but you don't shy away from it either. You can navigate social situations with ease, but you're never defined by them. So, ever felt powerful and without saying a word? That's the essence of a Sigma male. Trait 2, silent charisma. It's a magnetic presence that draws people in without the need for boasting or attention-seeking behavior. You walk into a room with an air of quiet confidence, and heads turn. People are naturally drawn to your aura, not because you're loud or trying to be the center of attention, but because your presence speaks volumes. Your actions and demeanor command respect. You don't seek attention, you're comfortable in the background, observing and assessing, but somehow you command respect.
Your insights are valued and people listen when you speak. Trait 3. Adaptable dominance. It's the ability to lead when necessary, but also the wisdom to follow when appropriate. You can lead when you want to, taking charge and guiding others with confidence, but you never need to. You're not driven by ego or a need for control. You're not bossy, you're a natural leader. People respect your guidance because it's based on competence and not ego. Trait 4. Purpose over popularity. You prioritize your goals and passions over seeking external validation or social acceptance. Ever turn down a night out for a project that fuels your passion, choosing to invest your time in something meaningful rather than fleeting pleasures? You're driven by an internal compass. Your values and goals guide your decisions, not the opinions of others. While others chase likes and followers, seeking validation in the digital world, you chase purpose. You're focused on making a real impact on the world. Trait 5. Minimalism in social hierarchy. You have little interest in social climbing or engaging in petty power struggles. Drama, not your thing. You avoid unnecessary conflict and negativity. You're all about owning your lane and avoiding the unnecessary, focusing on your own goals and not getting caught up in other people's problems. If you've seen yourself in these traits, if these characteristics resonate with your own experiences and values, chances are you're not just different. You're not simply an outlier in the crowd, you're rare. You possess a unique set of qualities that set you apart. You're a Sigma. You embody the spirit of the lone wolf, confident, independent, and self-reliant. The world isn't built for Sigma males. Society often tries to force individuals into predefined roles and expectations, but they're the ones quietly shaping it. They operate outside the system, influencing the world in their own unique way. Comment lone wolf if this described you. If you identify with the traits of a Sigma male, let us know in the comments below. And share this with someone who never fit the mold. Help them discover their own unique identity and embrace being a gentleman of distinction. I'm about to show you a side of masculinity you've probably never heard of. We're diving deep into a realm of male identity that goes beyond the typical labels. Forget what you think you know about alphas and betas. This is a different breed altogether. This isn't alpha, beta, or sigma. This is something different. We're talking about a mindset, a way of life. It's about breaking free from expectations and forging your own path. It's about understanding yourself on a deeper level and embracing your individuality. Ready to find out if you're a Zeta male? Get ready to challenge your assumptions and discover a new dimension of yourself. This isn't just a label, it's an exploration. Let's cut to the chase. Do you question everything, even the most accepted norms? Do you find yourself analyzing the world around you, always seeking a deeper understanding? Even the rules society sets. Do you feel a natural resistance to blindly following the crowd? Are you more inclined to think for yourself and come to your own conclusions, regardless of what others might say? Are you independent, a lone wolf perhaps? Do you value your autonomy and self-reliance above all else? Uninterested in climbing ladders, in the traditional sense of success? Does the idea of corporate hierarchies and chasing promotions leave you cold and not bothered by what others think? Do you march to the beat of your own drum, unconcerned with the opinions of the masses? Are you comfortable being different and standing out from the crowd? If you answered yes to most of these questions, if you feel a resonance with these ideas, you might just be a Zeta male. You might be on the cusp of understanding a fundamental aspect of your personality. So, what actually is a Zeta male? What does it mean to embody this archetype? It's a man who doesn't fit the usual stereotypes. He defies categorization and refuses to be boxed in. Zetas carve their own path. They are the architects of their own destiny. They don't follow preset routes, they create their own. Don't bow to peer pressure, they stand firm in their convictions regardless of external influences, and live by their own code. No apologies, they are authentic, unapologetic, and true to themselves. Here's a quick test, a rapid-fire round of questions to further gauge your Zeta tendencies. 1. Do you prefer to work alone rather than in a group?
Do you find that you're more productive and creative when you're in your own space, free from distractions? 2. Do you ignore trends even if everyone else is obsessed? Are you immune to the allure of the latest fads and fashions? 3. Are you happy being single, perfectly content with your own company and independence? Or do you value your freedom more than fitting in? Is the ability to make your own choices and live life on your own terms more important than societal acceptance? 4. Do you question authority not out of rebellion, but out of a genuine desire to understand the reasoning behind decisions? But not just for the sake of it, because you think for yourself, because you've critically analyzed the situation and formed your own informed opinion. If you're nodding along, if these questions resonate deeply within you, you might have strong Zeta energy. You might be a Zeta male in the making, or perhaps you've already embraced this identity without even realizing it. But hey, being a Zeta isn't about being cold or aloof. It's not about isolating yourself from the world or distant. It's about being true to yourself, about living authentically and embracing your unique qualities, no matter what. It's about having the courage to be yourself, even when it's not easy. So, are you a Zeta male? Take a moment for self-reflection and consider what you've learned. Drop your answers in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts and experiences, and share this with someone who needs to take the test. Spread the word and help others discover their own Zeta potential. And don't forget, the world needs originals, not copies. Embrace your individuality and celebrate your unique perspective. Stay unique, stay Zeta. Embrace your true self and live life on your own terms.
Thanks for watching the Gentleman of Distinction channel. Now, it's time to take what you've learned and put it into action. Remember, growth is a journey, and you're one step closer to mastering your masculine frame and unlocking your full potential. If you found value in today's video, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the next step in your journey. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and as always, keep leveling up.